And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
You're telling me that the Secret Service let a guy climb up on a roof with a rifle only 150 yards from Trump? Inside job. Watch Secret Service snipers engage the shooter. Question is, why didn't they shoot him first?
No.
A Biden supporter just pulled out the gun and shot at Donald Trump. Donald Trump put his fist up in the air. Absolutely effing legend.
And watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking, I'm estimating here, I have no idea, you know, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us.
And you know, that's a little bit old.
He's going down! Stay over here.
So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes?
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes?
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling...
Yep. We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars? Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these? I mean, this is not a big place.
See, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, we just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him after?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
So a guy was suspicious about a person with a gun that he could see, and Secret Service didn't react on time.
I was at the same point that probably the witness you were talking to earlier. I was up at the fence line, saw the guy move from roof to roof, told an officer that he was on the roof.
So I don't want to take too much of your time, but there were 2 people that noticed somebody suspicious with a gun jumping over a roof not far away, close, and they reacted so late. Isn't that suspicious?
Can you comment on reports that there were people who saw someone on the roof and tried to alert authorities?
We're following up on those. I will tell you that I am aware of those, and I am aware that law enforcement had responded to a number of reports of suspicious activity. The specific response to this will be all part of the after action, but yes, law enforcement was responding to check on several suspicious occurrences.
I mean, it's suspicious, right? Nobody covered it, but then CNN covered it, and suddenly they're attacking Trump again.
I do want to say there was one thing that when I watched the tape I found odd because of all of the heated rhetoric, and that is that after he was hit, former President Trump got up and said, fight, fight, fight. I think what we're hearing from people is that's not the message that we want to be sending right now. We want to tamp it down.
If somebody shot at me, what do you want me to say? Let's forgive him. Let's pray for him. He doesn't know any better. He's not a left-leaning supporter. What do you want people to say?
Most importantly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, Trump is a threat to this nation.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally attached to that trigger. I know it! We were a centimeter away! Ah!
People can say stuff when they feel attacked, but Trump is being attacked and he cannot just say, just fight for your country. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Be ready to throw a punch. You have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
I feel like punching him.
I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school.
If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite.
That shit was more staged than a Tyler Perry production of Medea Runs for President. I lived in Harlem long enough to know that gunshots do not sound like making popcorn on the stove. Where'd the blood come from? To be frank, Small Hands Trump would not respond by raising his fist in the air triumphantly were an actual attempt made on his life. This was, I believe, done to try to show his strength counter to Biden's fragility.
The complete incompetence of the ladies of Secret Service are on full display. One of the agents couldn't properly holster her sidearm while another fiddled around with her sunglasses trying to look cool for the crowd. Absolutely pathetic. President Trump needs man or that girl from Tomb Raider guarding him, not these DEI hires who don't know what the hell they're doing. So the guy's name is Thomas Crew. A bunch of picture is out there. I don't know who is who. That's not the point. They come with papers. He's a registered Republican. I don't care. He voted for Act Blue. He's progressive. I don't care. You went after Trump. He thinks in a specific way and you thought you can just shoot him, and certain Democrats are like, yeah, brave. I'm like, we're going in the wrong direction, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a fucking war. This is a war now, and we are fighting for our fucking country. And these assholes are gonna take it away. They're gonna take it away. Fuck you, Clarence Uncle Thomas. Fuck you.
And I don't know why they keep calling out Clarence Thomas. Why? Because he's black?
Joe, you now have the right to take that bitch Trump out. Take him out, Joe. If he was Hitler and this was 1940, you'd take him out. Well, he is Hitler and this is 1940. Take him the fuck out. Blow him up. Blow him up or they'll blow us up. Facts.
Wow. Remember the kid that's behind you and is kind of angry when hearing the words that you're spewing out of your mouth?
Hey guys, Trump's been shot. When he got up, he was bleeding from the ear, but he seemed perfectly fine. He's not dead. He's fine. Like, my best guess, and this is just a guess because he was just shot, is that he was, it looked like a BB gun or something.
Hunter, that's exactly where I heard him come from.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot, he's been shot. So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. I got people there really helpful. I got
Was
him
there only
up
one
on a
person
bench.
shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well as I breathed for him.
I was just on the phone with my grandma. She called me and she was like, did you hear that somebody tried to shoot at Trump? And I was like, yep. And we were talking about it because she was watching the news actively. And I was like, I just really, really hope, because she was the person who broke the news to me that a person had been unalived and that the shooter was also unalived. And I was like, I just really hope that the shooter is white. Like, I hope that the shooter is white. Because even if the shooter is white and some hyper leftist with manifestos and all kinds of stuff, at least they're white. If the shooter is brown or black, it becomes open season on black and brown folks in a way that is universally accepted in this country and has been accepted in this country for a long time, but will be politically justified and motivated by the attempted assassination of a former president. So, There's a lot of implications and things to unpack from this moment, and one of them is the possible racial reckoning surrounding the reality of the race of the person who pulled the trigger. So once again, I agree with this commenter. I hope that the shooter was white.
And in all honesty, I don't care if you're black, yellow, white, orange, green, whatever you want to be. If you have this message, I don't think you really care about democracy. You just want to be right.
Excuse me. What's going on?
I have no idea.
What? I can't go down the road?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I was told to close it.
What's that?
Because I was told to close it.
Okay. Are you Secret Service?
No, I'm not.
You're not.
You would quit photographing me.
Well, I'm allowed to, sir.
Well, you can move on, too.
I can, but I'm allowed to photograph.
You can get out of the way. I got traffic coming. You can go.
I'll go.
Now.
All right. Have a good one.
Mug Club Undercover was en route to the residence of the suspected shooter, and look what we have found. That's suspicious. Which also means if they can find a manifesto that is target anybody that can be labeled a little on the right, there is no manifesto.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Turloqueta verdeta welcome.